This is Autoline Daily reporting on the global automotive industry. The Shanghai Auto Show is underway, and there's a number of interesting reveals, so let's jump into it. Toyota is gearing up to launch its first battery electric vehicle in China with the introduction of the electric version of the CHR. The company didn't reveal many other details about it, other than it goes on sale next year in the country. Toyota also revealed a funky-looking battery electric concept called the Rhombus. It was created by the company's R&D center in China and says it aims to, quote, suit the values and lifestyles of drivers born after 1990. In other words, it sounds like an autonomous ride-hailing concept. Honda and its joint venture partner Dongfeng introduced a new EV they jointly developed called the XNV. The model, which is obviously just an EV version of the HR-V, will be exclusively sold in China starting in the second half of this year. Chevrolet is reviving a couple of nameplates from its past. An all-new Trailblazer and Tracker made their global debut. The Trailblazer is the one on the right, Tracker on the left. And as you can see, the utility vehicles picked up on similar styling first seen on the all-new Blazer. No word yet on what markets outside of China the Trailblazer and Tracker will be sold in. Buick also had a number of new models to show off. The Velite 6 MAV is the automaker's first all-electric vehicle. It provides up to 85 kilowatts of power and 301 kilometers, or about 187 miles of range. It's also showing off the all-new Encore and a long wheelbase version called the Encore GX. The vehicles are fitted with GM's 8th generation Ecotec engines and either a 9-speed Autotrans or a CVT. And lastly is the GL8 Avenir concept. It's a high-end van that was developed by GM's Pan Asia Technical Automotive Center. Mercedes took the wraps off the GLB concept. The SUV, which is built on the company's compact car platform, has a bit of a rugged off-road look. It features a similar interior layout to the B-Class, with a wide infotainment screen sitting on top of 3 round air vents. The crossover has 3 rows of seats and can hold up to 7 passengers. And it's powered by a 4-cylinder gasoline engine that's mated to an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. All-wheel drive is also available. Mercedes says this is just a concept, but it doesn't look like it would take much to get this rolling down the production line. Kia revealed an updated version of the K3, which is the Forte here in the States. The new model was designed and engineered specifically for the Chinese market. It's powered by 2 gasoline engines, a 1.5-liter and a 1.4-liter turbo. A plug-in hybrid version will also be available. The new K3 goes on sale in the country in the second quarter of this year. And Aston Martin is finally here with the production version of its first electric vehicle, the Rapide E. We first talked about the car in 2016. It was going to be developed with Chinese startup Leeco for a 2018 release. But Leeco backed out of the deal. That pushed its debut back, and now the car will be limited to 155 examples. It has about 600 horsepower, does 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, and a 65 kilowatt-hour battery returns over 200 miles of range, and that's based on the WLTP test. The Rapide E is available to order right now. Okay, enough of the Shanghai Auto Show. Coming up next, we'll take a look at some of the vehicles debuting at the New York Auto Show.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone Tires, your journey, our passion, and by Dow Automotive Systems, advanced materials that deliver better results.
Cadillac has significantly redesigned the CTS and renamed it the CT5. Though it's still built on the Alpha platform, it's 5 inches shorter, while the wheelbase was increased by 1 inch. The result is a lot more rear seat legroom. Power comes from a 2-liter turbo, pumping out 237 horsepower and 350 newton meters. And yeah, you heard that right, newton meters. GM is starting to use that instead of pound-feet. 1 Newton meter is 74% of 1 pound-foot. There's also a 3-liter turbo that cranks out 335 horses and 542 Newton meters, and both engines get a 10-speed automatic with all-wheel drive being optional. You can also get Super Cruise as an option. And Cadillac has put a lot of emphasis on improving the HMI, or human-machine interface. The CT5 gets a 10-inch screen with 1080p resolution. And don't call it Q. Cadillac is getting rid of that name, since it had earned itself a bit of a black eye. Now they call it the Cadillac User Experience. Like I said, don't call it Q. Volkswagen is showing off its Touareg pickup concept at the New York Auto Show. Built on the company's MQB architecture, it's powered by a 1.4-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine that's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and it comes with all-wheel drive. For even more cargo room, the cab's rear panel can be folded down, kind of like the Chevy Avalanche. And while Volkswagen doesn't plan on selling it in the US, the company is showing it off in New York to gauge consumer response. So it's possible we could see it here if the company gets the reaction it's looking for. A production version of the Touareg goes on sale in Brazil in the near future. And speaking of the New York Auto Show, John and Gary are in the Big Apple this week for Autoline After Hours. They'll be talking about the latest reveals at the show, so tune in this Thursday afternoon to see what vehicles they think stole the show. Hey, Ellie, come here. Come here. Come say hello to the nice viewers. Come on. Up. Up. Come on. Come on. Ah, there we go. Say hi. Hello. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please join us again tomorrow.